This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2005 Ford F-250 crew cab, short bed, 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's a Lariat, which is leather. Has 118,000 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in San Antonio. When it got here, the front seat had been stolen and the center console had been stolen. So we had to buy front seats. We didn't buy a center console. Couldn't find one. You can pick one up at Pep Boys, wherever, or a lot of people just take them out so their dogs or kids can pass through. They're not that expensive, but so we'll just leave that up to you. It also didn't have, it had a bunch of, they stole the wheels on it, whoever stole the truck. So a friend of ours had this set of wheels. It looked pretty good on it, so we kept them. I think we gave him $600 for these wheels and tires. Anyhow, it's a pretty truck, 118,000 miles, sold on a salvage title due to theft. It's not a salvage title because it's wrecked or flooded or any damage, physical damage. It's all about liability. Please watch the little 3-minute animated video in our ad about that, and you'll understand better. Here's a little scrape on the fender. Everything that you can find here is just very much minor stuff that a touch-up pen would probably take care of. It's definitely this type of thing. Definitely nothing that can't be overcome with a $9 touch-up pen. And if you wanted to do more, you'd be crazy. Tires, probably 50% tread. We bought them just the wheels and tires. The wheels and tires came together and we just put them on the vehicle. There will be before and after pictures. You can see those, how we bought it and how it is now. I mean, no cosmetic work was done to this car at all aside from the wheels and tires. And then front seats, we got those from LKQ used, and they're a nice set. It does have air suspension. Being a tow vehicle, tailgate doesn't look too bad, and the bumper looks great. There's little dings here. There's some scrapes above the tail light here. Usually indicators that a car hasn't towed much are here. I mean, gosh, you see the airbags that it has, air suspension. But usually the hitch has hit this a million times and I don't see it. So maybe they never really, maybe they just put it on and never used it. Kind of a funky spray in. It's not really a bed liner, it's just paint. I'm not really sure why you would do that either. Obviously they got some sort of a fifth wheel tow hitch in here. There's a platform for it. Boy, it's really straight truck. And the driver's side is always a little bit cleaner than the passenger side. Obviously it's easier to drive from the driver's side. Less damage always. Let's see, I saw something. There's a couple little door dings right here on the driver rear door. Other than that, it's super straight. Let's look at the roof real quick. Make sure we have no surprises up there. Had an antenna one time. That's about that. There's a better shot of your hood. I'm going to fire this up. We'll look under the hood. I'll show you where all the Ford stamps are supposed to be on both fenders and on the core support on both sides. Let's see. All right. Alrighty then, as promised, there's your Ford stamp right here, right there, on the passenger fender. New battery on this side. There's your Ford stamp between my fingers on the passenger core support. Another new battery, so that's both are brand new batteries. Between my fingers is the Ford stamp there, and there's your Ford stamp on the driver fender. Alright then. Alright, that's your driver rear window. Door panel looks good. There'll be somewhere between probably 70 and 100 pictures, HD pictures to look at. Like I said, both the front seats were replacement seats. There was nothing there. They had actually moved the rear seat up to the front just to drive it at the auction. So we just put the rear seat back where it belongs and got 2 new captain's chairs for the front. Not new, used, but new to this truck. How about that? If I'm not careful, somebody will always call me out on stupid language. So, there you go. There's your passenger rear window working. Let's make sure that there's no surprises in here. Surprises suck. It's my job to point out what's wrong more than what's right. So when you buy a vehicle and you ship it out of state, you're not unpleasantly surprised when you get it. I'm told that people are very much surprised at how much better they look than they were told they would look in my videos. That's the goal. That's forward, that's back, that's down, that's up, rear seat down, rear seat up, rear, front seat down, and front seat up. That works fine. A little bit of wear here, probably just from sitting in a yard for a while. There's a wheel lock key. Like I said, there's no center console, so that's why you got that big hole there. We bought them at Pep Boys for $60 or $70. A lot of people also put video setups in there, and it's a little better to buy those aftermarket than it is to buy factory also. There's all your windows working from the driver switch. Let's see, door locks. There you go. Mirrors. Out, in, up, down. Other side, out, in, up, down. Alright. There's your driver's seat, up, back. Actually, I should say forward and back. This is up. This is down. Seat back up. Seat back down. Seat front up. Seat front down. That works fine. That, you got adjustable pedals here. That's down. That's up. Tilt wheel. There you go. Alright, in the truck. Alright, let's get the seatbelt on. First thing I'm noticing is you got releasing. Yeah, you can hear the pump coming on, so they definitely work. That's releasing that side. You got the other side. Yeah, the pumps work. I can hear them running now. There you go. So that worked. They stole the radio, but they were nice enough to leave the plug in the antenna. So if you wanted to just buy a factory antenna, you could. It's funny, you can still hear the pump running. There you go, it just turned off. So now it's adjusted to those levels on both sides. Let's see, there's your trailer. Let's see. There's your miles, 118,586. There's the whole cluster there. I'm going to hit tow haul on and off. There's that. Let's see. Let's see if we can get some air conditioning going here. Test that out. There's your air conditioning. Let's see if we work on the... Does air conditioning controls work on the steering? Temperature works on the steering. Works on the panel. All that works fine. Tilt the wheel down. Alright, let's see. Next thing to do, turn the air down so you can hear me. It's blowing cold too, so that's good. Put it into neutral. Put it into 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. Put it in drive. That's definitely 4 low. Put it in reverse. Perfect. Lots of torque. All right, put it into 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. Bang. That's drive. That's reverse. So 4 high and low work fine and quickly. Now we're back in 2-wheel drive. Let me put it in park and do a systems check. There you go. All right, now, the next thing I always worry about is when I get a call from somebody saying the turbo doesn't work. 99.9% of you are laughing right now. The 0.01 that aren't laughing and wonder why it doesn't work, please do not bid on the car. I'm not even going to explain why, right? All right, we're going to go on a ride. It's on a salvage title, so if you come to Tucson to drive it home, it's going to have insurance and plates. You can't get insurance and plates on a salvage title. It has to go to get inspected at Motor Vehicles and get a restored salvage title. The cops at Motor Vehicles do that inspection. We charge $200 to take it down there and do that. Our guy has to be with it the whole time it's there. He gets up at 6 in the morning. He gets there about 7. They open at 8. Sometimes he's gone at 8:15. Sometimes he has to stay there all day. They require him to be with the vehicle all day. That's why we charge $200. $50 goes to the state, $150 goes to us to cover those times when he's there all day. Once we get the level 3 done, we take the salvage title and the inspection down to Motor Vehicles, and they give us a restored salvage title. Then you can get plates and insurance. Okay, so that's why it's got to get done. That's $200. If you fly to Tucson and drive it home, that's mandatory. There's your turbo, by the way. When it turbos, turboing makes it turbo. Okay. Anyway, so it's $200 to restore the title, $250 dock fee, and taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If your state tax rate is 3%, then you're going to end up paying a total tax of 5%, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship, I'm going to stop right here and just go from scratch. And pay by wire, all you pay is the agreed upon price, and then you can add $200 if you want us to restore it before it ships out. Okay? I strongly suggest you do that, but if you don't, I understand. Make sure that you call your Motor Vehicles locally and tell them you're going to bring them an Arizona salvage theft vehicle. You're going to have an Arizona salvage title, a bill of sale, in the truck, and that's all you're ever going to get from us. So if they're ever going to need more documentation, I strongly suggest you have us do it for you before it leaves. Also, deposits. Please get a deposit down. Once you have a deposit, we have a deal. We'll put your name in a banner over the vehicle at our website at wheelk.com, and you'll know it's a done deal. Until we have a deposit, we do not have a deal, and we will sell it to somebody else if they come up with cash first. We do not hold vehicles for anybody. We have one person in particular who buys 2 or 3 or 4 trucks a month from us, and it drives him crazy that we won't do it on his word. But the minute we do, he'll not show up, and we could have sold to somebody else. So we don't do that. All right. Also, eBay people. I'd say the last 3 months I've been giving this speech to people right about the 13-minute mark of every speech. In this case, it's the 14-minute mark of every video. This is not a new truck. It's stupid to say, but it's not. Obviously, it's not. If you're expecting a new truck, you're going to be disappointed. So that person who needs to get a new truck for what they're paying for this one needs to go to the auto mall and buy one for, I don't know, a Lariat, probably $55,000. We'll get it done, and then you can have the free water and the babysitting service, okay, that the dealer gives you. We don't babysit, and we don't give free water, okay? The engineers at Ford, like Porsche and everyone else, they set a mileage and a year for their warranty to expire because they don't know what's going to happen after that point, and they don't want the risk anymore. So if they don't know what's going to happen, there's no way we can know what's going to happen. This thing runs like a champion, giving you all the information we possibly can in pictures and video and just information. Please make an informed decision, but realize that we don't know what's going to happen to this car next week, next year, or 10 years from now. Okay? Thanks for your time.